Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, please hold on to your Bibles and your underwear, because we're going to take a deep dive into how December 25th became Jesus' birthday. In the 4th century, Rome was trying to merge pagan rituals with Christianity.
What's up, wonderful people? It is Dublin, and welcome to the Dublin's Bubble Christmas edition. So we're going to watch some awesome videos about Christmas, because I know some of y'all are out there still celebrating this day, even though all the information's out there telling y'all you need to stop, okay? But anyway, this is a safe space, right? This is a safe space. Y'all share your opinions. If after you watch this, you're still like, hey, I'm still going to celebrate Christmas. It's for the kids. It's for the family. It's for the vibes. Or I'm just into the practice. Go ahead and let me know. I mean, why not? But yeah, this is going to be my introduction back to posting, by the way. I know it has been a minute. Y'all have to excuse me, okay? Life has just been a movement towards greater things, right? Because God's rejection is what? God's redirection. The Most High is in control of everything, and I trust His will and His path. So y'all have to excuse me. There's other videos I've made and I've kind of like reintroduced myself and I just never posted it. So this is going to be my reintroduction back. Y'all should be getting consistent videos every single week. That's what we're doing in 2026. I got everything set up, y'all. So let's just jump into the video and yeah, let's just go. So hopefully, y'all, I had played this and it was so loud in my ears and I was screaming.
Christmas coming up, I know all y'all gon' celebrate. Inviting a random man up in your house called Santa, know that's Satan. Leaving cookies out with stockings, giving it to the Christmas spirit. But do it for your ancestors, they say that's evil. Weird. Jesus born on the 25th, tell me where's that up in the Bible? That's a lie, they made that up to give more power to the idol. Originally the 25th was about the sun, not the sun. If you're a Christian, don't come at me, I'm just speaking facts for fun. See, on December 25th, the sun reaches its lowest point. That's why it's the shortest day of the year. Please come listen to my voice. Then on the 25th, the sun start rising, days start to get long. And that's why the government changed that time to try to solve. The real time is from the sun, go ahead and make a sun clock. That's God's time and that's alignment, all this needs to stop. That's why you slaving on your job, that's why you can't live out your dream. Cause you ain't on the right time and you need to sit down, meditate, breathe. You not on the circadian rhythm, fam, you on the matrix rhythm. They got you around like a rat, it's time to take your life back. Come and sun announcing to you how to make a real clock, so you can sink back in with God and watch your health go through the top. Christmas
He was bringing out some facts. I like how he said that you gotta get right on the circadian rhythm and get in alignment with God, or else your whole life is gonna be out of whack. Y'all basically just slaving out here, and they're trying to fix the clocks. How y'all feel about daylight savings? Do y'all care about daylight savings? I don't know how I feel. I don't personally really have a problem with daylight savings, but I know that like messes up your whole body's rhythm. So
I don't know how many people know that, actually. I mean, you're a well-read guy, but December 21st, we know, is first day of winter, shortest day of the year. And what makes it short? The arc of the sun across the sky is very low. The sun doesn't get very high, and it doesn't stay up for very long. The ancient peoples were worried about this, because everyone worshipped the sun, because it made your crops come, and it gave you warmth. And you say, wow, if this keeps going lower and lower in the sky, we're going to lose the sun entirely. December 21st, the sun slows down, and it stops this drop in its movement across the sky. But that doesn't mean it's going to come back. It takes a few days for it to slow down, stop, and then reverse. You say, oh, it is coming back. Let's celebrate that. And that's a few days after December 21st. It's about December 25th, a pagan holiday celebrating the return of the sun. Christianity is trying to take foothold, and you put celebrations that match theirs just so that the shift is not as hard for you. And the unknown birthday of Jesus was then assigned this pagan day of celebration to make that transition easier for the pagans to become Christians. And sure enough, it remained Christmas Day.
Yes, you guys, Christmas is an acclamation. There's like a word, a combination, a way to basically aggregate or get people who are into paganism to follow Christian values. What easier way to do that than to just tell them, hey, we're not going to force you to give up all your gods and all your traditions, just go ahead and just put Christian names for them. So you don't have to forget about Isis, Ishtar, Esther, Astoret. You could just call her Mary. You don't have to forget about Tammuz or Nimrod. You can call them baby Jesus. You don't have to forget about Saturnalia. You can call it Christmas. You don't have to forget about your fertility holiday. You can call it Easter. You know, it's like every day is just a plan to get people to come into this one thing while dissolving other belief systems. And it's very, very detrimental because now you have people nowadays who argue you down saying it doesn't matter. It's just to get together with family. But I will say this, because some people will say, well, you could get together any day. That is not true. That's not true. This whole system is set up around these Christian or pagan holidays to where a lot of people do not get off unless it's on this day. Therefore, you really can't get with family any other day unless everybody is like synchronizing their vacation days or something, which takes a lot of effort and it takes a big, huge change of mind that most people are not going to do. In addition, a lot of people do not celebrate or try to get together unless it's something majorly instated. Like, for instance, let's say Valentine's Day. Y'all know the whole origin of Valentine's Day, right? You should do your research. But let's say Valentine's Day. And, you know, that's the day where you're supposed to celebrate your partner, be all lovey-dovey. People will say, well, you don't have to do that on a particular day. You could do it any day. Y'all know good and well that most dudes and women, there's some women like that, there's some dudes like that, where they will not celebrate their partner unless it's like an instated day. Like, you'll be waiting forever for this special box of chocolates or these flowers or balloons to appear on this day. Like, if you stop, like, for instance, if y'all don't care about anniversaries, you can forget about getting a special present or something. If you don't do Christmas, you can forget about getting gifts. If you don't do Easter, you can forget about y'all having y'all little gathering on Sunday. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of people do not take the initiative. So it's like, it's more what people need to teach or help people with is how to gather together. It like, when you learn how to gather together outside of these days, it will make celebrating like holy days or just getting together a lot easier. But it has to be trained. It has to be trained to be something beyond what this institution has taught people. Because, like, you have to think about it. We go to school and we have a particular set of time that we get off, which is for Christmas, Easter, Thanksgiving. This has been ingrained into us since we were in daycare, preschool, kindergarten, elementary school on up, all the way to college even. You do not get off on any other day. Okay, so it's like integrated into the mindset of the people. When you're trying to explain to people, hey, don't celebrate these days, you need to give them tips on how to gather and how to celebrate on other days and how to keep that in their mind. Teach them how to make a planner, how to plan events with the family, or maybe even tell them you need to get some better friends and family, because some people you really can't work with. Get on Google Calendars, have people synchronize, and try to find someone that is willing to participate with you, or you just gotta be lone wolf. But either way, it's more than just saying, hey, we're not gonna do this no more, because people still want to have particular days of celebration and enjoyment. You just have to teach people that you can still enjoy, but it doesn't have to be this particular day, and how to do it, because a lot of people do not know how to celebrate anything other than these these holidays. They don't even know how to decorate their house other than doing stuff for these holidays.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, please hold on to your Bibles and your underwear, because we're going to take a deep dive into how December 25th became Jesus' birthday. In the 4th century, Rome was trying to merge pagan rituals with Christianity, and instead of destroying pagan festivals, well, they just repurposed them. December 25th was not a holy day, it was a day set out for Saturnalia, the birth of Sol Invictus, the unconquered sun. A week of drunkenness, orgies, role reversals, and of course, sacrifices, dedicated to Saturn, a false god. And when Rome realized that that was one of the festivals that people were not willing to give up, like most of you, they decided to repurpose it for Jesus' birthday. Dun, 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 dun. Now we got Christmas. Well, here's some more funniness to this whole day. Jesus wasn't even born in the winter. Luke 2 said that the shepherds were in their fields with their flock at night. I don't think you guys understand how cold a Palestinian winter night is. They don't do this during the winter. This would have been done during the warm seasons. Most historians place his birth around the end of September, around the Feast of Tabernacles, a time symbolizing God's dwelling within us. And even though the day might still have speculation, one thing we know for sure, the time of year was not winter. So no matter what your pastor says, let him know what the Bible says. Conviction over comfort. Follow me if you're into that. Shalom.
Say that again. Who cares what the pastor says? A lot of y'all pastors are sold out anyway. They're getting the money. Just like a lot of these influencers get money around this time of year for promoting Christmas products and doing stuff like the Grinch meals, pastors get promotions and stuff for promoting Christmas and Easter and all those type of holidays. It's like they get money. They get money for promoting these things. It's a lot of the time you might ask yourself, why do people keep doing this stuff even though the knowledge is out there? A lot of time it's money. Follow the money, you get to know what the truth is or why people do certain things.
Holiday programming is multi-layered and most people don't even realize it. You're not fighting one belief when you detach from Christmas or Thanksgiving. You're fighting an entire psychological ecosystem built into you since childhood. You're fighting childhood nostalgia, family expectations, social validation, fear of judgment, guilt programming, obligation loops, emotional traditions, spiritual confusion, subconscious identity. And this is why even awakened people say, yeah, I know Christmas is fake, but my family expects it. That sentence alone proves the point. It is not logic, it is emotional bondage. Holidays aren't sacred, they're engineered to extract your money, control your mood, drain your energy, reset your bank account, and keep you attached to systems you've already outgrown. If you've ever felt disconnected from the holiday hype, it's because your soul has evolved past the programming. You're not running Christmas, you're freeing yourself from the Matrix version of it.
Yes. I was explaining it to my husband. So my husband didn't grow up celebrating Christmas, but I did. I grew up celebrating Christmas. But I found out around 12 years old, 13 years old. I think 12 years old was the last real Christmas that I celebrated, like where I was fully into it. By the time I was 13, I was like fully engrossed into like, truther stuff and found out the truth about Christmas, so that was not the case for me anymore. But like all throughout my life, even my, like of course the house still was decorated with Christmas stuff. We still had a Christmas tree as long as I lived there in the house until I moved out. So my husband the other day was like singing that Mariah Carey song, all I want for Christmas is you, but like he would say, all I want for Hanukkah is you. And it's like, I totally get it. He doesn't feel the way that I felt it, but I was like, I really don't want to hear a Christmas song, because especially music for me, like I'm a musician, so music is like really, really, like, especially when you've played Christmas songs, practiced it over and over and over again, played it on violin, played it in orchestra, played it in piano, like, and it's just like the whole vibe. Like Christmas was like our winter concert was like a thing, a very big performance for us. And hearing Christmas songs, especially my mom being so into Christmas, I was super into Christmas. I loved watching Christmas videos, movies, shows, going to the movies to watch movies, Christmas movies, watching Polar Express, like, it was just, my mom was like Christmas in July. She loved Christmas. I loved Christmas. And just hearing that song like had my brain to where I could not stop hearing that song over and over again. Because when you decide to leave the status quo, what the flock is doing, you're still having to battle with that self, with that flesh, with that programming, with years and years and years of just being put into that. Like, that's why I have to go really hard on holy days and really, really like do stuff on holy days, because it helps me to deal with it's not only just like the frustration of dealing with the memories, or like constantly being berated with like hearing songs, or having experiences replay. It's also just like the loneliness aspect of it as well. It's like there's a time when you used to be with family, now you don't have family. It's a very like solemn time for me. I have to focus on holy days like Passover, Tabernacles, Hanukkah, Feast of Dedication. I have to focus on that to keep my mind off of these things, And like that's what I recommend to all you guys, is to find a different theme. That's what I was emphasizing before about like planning different events. Like you have to put effort into planning it. You have to put effort to trying to get people to gather together for something different, so that you don't have to emotionally like crumble. Like being on the other side of the matrix does not mean you have to like suffer. So let's try to find better ways to kind of like step out of it and promote a better path, and that allows us to grow and not be sunken down into like these pagan traditions.
I think it's wild how most Christians put up a Christmas tree every year and never ask why. The Lord has made everything for its purpose, even the wicked for the day of trouble. Proverbs 16 verses 4. The Christmas tree did not come from scripture. It came from winter pagan ritual. People would bring evergreens inside of their house, decorate them for spiritual protection. That is a ritual. Jeremiah 10 describes cutting down a tree, decorating it with silver and gold, and treating it like an idol. No, that doesn't make trees evil. Look how easily humans can take something and turn it into an object of worship. It's just that easy. That easy to be a part of a ritual that you didn't realize that you were being a part of. This was one of the holidays Rome merged with Christianity. That was a pagan holiday. Now God sits at the center of a holiday that he never commanded, a holiday that was never for him, and honestly is still not. Using symbols he never asked for, rituals that he already condemned as Satan, and we're still calling it his. Stop. Stop misaligning yourself with God to align yourself with culture. Conviction over comfort. Follow me if you're into that. Shalom. I think it's...
That's a good point. Conviction over comfort. Oh, he said something deep talking about conviction over comfort. How many of y'all know what I'm talking about? Like just wanting to participate in this stuff. Like you see everybody is decorating. Everybody has like their little snowman. I saw somebody post a video of them going through the neighborhood. Like somebody literally had like Santas lined up, but it wasn't a single black Santa. But there were buku Santas out there. And it's like, man, that stuff used to be fun. Going out there watching the Christmas lights get put up, decorating the Christmas tree. But it's like, yo, who wants to bow down to this pagan idol? You literally have to bow down to this tree that you just decorated. You leaving cookies out. Like it's almost like you have a sacrifice. You know how people sacrificing to idols? You got this sacrifice out here with cookies and milk for like this demon being called Santa, which they say Saint Nicholas was a black man anyway. They corrupted that too, and I bet nobody even realized that. But however you want to take it, some people say that. I'm not 100% sure, but like the point is that Santa, you've rearranged words, it's Satan, and you leaving out cookies for Satan to come in your home, drew a chimney which you literally set up and set on fire. Like you literally, like if somebody went through a chimney, they would come out pitch black. Like you want a demon to come and enter your house, which would normally come through a fire pit. If you had lit the chimney on fire, to come and eat your sacrifices that you specifically said and left out for him to eat and drink, and you're gonna get up in the morning, see the little presents that he left, and bow down to this pagan object, this tree that you've just set up as an idol in the house, and you are literally singing carols around the house. You have songs called Dancing Around the Christmas Tree, right? That's how the song goes. Like, you literally got songs about this Christmas tree. It's like, how many people, when you were growing up, you gave a doggone, I'm just gonna be honest, did you care about Christ during Christmas? Who gives presents? I always say this all the time. Who gives presents? You have a birthday party. Do you want everybody to be giving presents to everybody else, or do you want the presents on your birthday? So if this is Christ's birthday, why in the world are we giving presents to each other? Oh, it's to give because Christ's giving it. Bro, like, that don't make no sense. Where in the Bible does it say that Christ wants a Christmas tree for his birthday? Where does it say he wants cookies and milk for his birthday? Or a reindeer with a red nose, gingerbread houses, candy canes? I mean, like, what is this stuff? Like, where does this even come from? Where does it say that Christ wants this? Who, like, wouldn't you be mad if every single year somebody just gave you stuff that you didn't even care about? You cannot find any of these traditions that deal with Christmas in the Bible. But am I saying something wrong about having some snowflakes, or, you know, just like decorating the house with like winter themes like snowman, or having deer or whatever, or owls, whatever cold stuff you can think of, a snow globe? Ain't nothing wrong with that. But it's your mindset, yo. You can't have no Christmas tree that is totally around paganism and then try to say, oh, well, I'm still just trying to celebrate the winteriness. You gotta completely leave that alone.
Do not put a tree inside your house and decorate it, because that's idol worship. And when you put the candy cane on the Christmas tree and you take from the tree and eat the candy canes, now you're looking for the tree to provide for you, so you're idolizing the tree. This worship practice is for a demonic spirit. The Christmas tree is an altar, a demonic altar for a spirit. Some of y'all just gonna refer to him as Santa Claus. So what do you do with altars? You decorate it and then you sacrifice something, give it offering, so for something in return. With Christmas, you decorate your tree and then you sacrifice and give an offering of cookies and milk. So now you're allowing this spirit to come in your house, eat what you gave it, and then so in return forgives. When you mix up his name, Santa, Satan, Claus, Lucas, Lucifer, so you're building an altar for Satan. The day has absolutely nothing to do with the mass of Christ.
What's ironic is, why is there Christmas music in the background? I wonder if is that a part of the video to put the Christmas music, or it's like the person playing the Christmas music as he's saying that. That is so wild. If they're doing that, I'm like, yo, did you miss the point? But yeah, I was literally just saying all of that. Like, you're literally creating a sacrifice and you're letting this demon come in your house and you get gifts in return. What in the world is this? There's nowhere in the Bible to say
This
that.
video right here is about Christmas, America's biggest satanic holiday. Now, I know what a lot of y'all getting ready to do and say, oh, Christmas is about Jesus and holiday cheer and blah, blah, blah. No, it's not. And y'all know how I do and how I've been doing on this channel. I've been coming with the facts. So hold on to your reindeer. Don't fall out your sled, okay? Because we finna do the same thing and slide on Christmas, okay? Now, Christmas has nothing to do with Jesus, okay?
Sorry.
And December 25th is not only astrologically significant to the sun setting within the southern sky, specifically within a Crux constellation for 3 days, from December 22nd to December 25th before it comes back into the northern hemisphere, hence the biblical, allegorical, astrological, metaphorical reference of the sun, aka Jesus, dying and rising again 3 days later. But December 25th is associated with with a European/German folklore deity named Krampus. Okay, now it's finna get crazy. Okay, Krampus is known as the Christmas devil.
What
Okay,
the?
so before we go, because Santa Claus is Satan. Okay, and we're gonna prove this. Now, Santa Claus, right, is Satan. If you take the N out of Santa Claus and put it on the back, it spells Satan. Now, if you study what is known as psycholinguistics, aspect of psycholinguistics is how your brain, okay, sees a word even if the letters are scrambled. So if you see God, your brain also sees dog, okay? As long as either the first or the last letter is in its proper place, your brain is still going to read the word, okay? So you could be reading something and it could say kill yourself today, but you don't know that. But your brain is still reading that because either the first or the last letter is in a proper place. So Santa, S-A-N-T-A, if you take the N and put it at the back, it spells S-A-T-A-N, which is Satan. So your brain is still registering Satan every time you see Santa. Now, Santa Claus comes on December 25th and gives the kids gifts. Now, Santa Claus is Krampus. Krampus is a European/German deity which comes on December 25th and eats and puts the kids in his knapsack and goes off with the children to eat them. Okay? And Krampus has horns just like Baphomet, which is the symbol of Lucifer. Now, I know what y'all saying. Oh, well, how you just gonna associate Santa Claus with Krampus? When the church wanted to co-adopt these so-called pagan festivities, you couldn't just bring Krampus to America because America is a so-called Christian nation. So they had to revamp Krampus and turn him into Santa Claus, aka Old Saint Nick. Now, what y'all don't know is Old Nick, okay, is not a person. Saint Nicholas was allegedly a person. Old Saint Nick, okay? Old Nick, the word Old Nick, O-L-D space N-I-C-K, is a title for devil. Go look it up. In 1643, the phrase Old Nick was first created, and it literally means devil. And the second definition is nickname for Satan. Okay? Okay, go look it up. So when you say Old Saint Nick is coming on Christmas, you literally saying old devil or Satan.
Ooh, I didn't know that.
Santa Claus is Satan, okay? Krampus is Satan. Krampus is Baphomet. Krampus is Lucifer. Now let's continue to get crazy, okay? Because now, remember, Krampus come to get the bad kids, okay? He come to steal the kids and eat them. If you go look up all kind of pictures and paintings of Krampus, you're going to see him with the red lower half pants on, just like Santa Claus, and he gonna have a knapsack, but instead of gifts in it, he gonna have kids in it. So all they did was turn Santa Claus into a chubby old white man, and they turned the kids into gifts, okay? And instead of Krampus coming to take the kids, now allegedly in the form of Santa, he comes to give them kids. And this is why they made Santa Claus red, the same way that they always characterize the devil as being red. Now let's continue on, because we want to talk about the song Santa Claus is Coming to Town, okay? Remember, once again, Krampus's job was to come for all the naughty children, right? Let's just sing some lyrics to the song. The song goes, you better not cry, you better not shout, you better not, it goes, you better not pout, you better not cry, you better not shout. I'm telling you why. Santa Claus is coming to town, aka Satan, aka Krampus. Now when he comes, what's happening? Let's continue the song. He knows when you are sleeping, he knows when you're awake. He knows when you've been bad or good, so be good for goodness sake. Now why would you be telling kids, please be good for goodness sake? Okay? Because it's a consequence. And what is the consequence? Krampus, aka Baphomet, aka Lucifer, aka Satan, aka Santa, is gonna eat your and carry you off. Okay? The song is demonic. Okay?
That is crazy.
It's a demonic song. And people singing it. Okay? You got kids singing this song, warning them about the Christmas devil who comes to kidnap kids and eat them. This is all researchable. Go look it up. I don't want to hear it. Okay? Now let's keep it moving now. Now we want to talk about the Christmas tree. Okay? Because Satan, aka Santa, comes down your chimney. And coincidentally, Krampus used to come down people's chimneys too. Coincidentally.
Really?
But Santa comes down your chimney and puts gifts under the Christmas tree. Okay? So you gotta decorate the Christmas tree for Satan. Let's focus on the Christmas tree, right? The Christmas tree, right, is what? A decorated tree that you set up in the awaiting of Satan, aka Santa Claus, to bring you your gifts. Now let's go to the occultic sciences behind the tree, right? The tree itself represents the tree of knowledge within the Bible. The balls on the tree represent the fruits on the tree that Eve ate from.
I
that
know,
the devil
don't
told her
about
to
it
eat
like
from,
that.
aka Satan. The ribbons on the tree represent the serpent, aka the form of Satan in this particular story when he talked to Eve. Okay? And the 5-point star on the top of the tree represents the pentagram, which in Satanism is a symbol for Lucifer. Okay? And not only is it lit up, you got lights on the tree. Why? Because Lucifer is the beholder of light. So your Christmas tree is a replica of the tree of knowledge. And remember, Luciferians believe that Lucifer gave Adam and Eve the gift of knowledge that God tried to withhold from them. This is why you're waiting for Santa, aka Satan, to come down your chimney and give you a gift underneath your Christmas tree. See,
I like the way you're breaking this down. Yo, he broke that down in a different way, man. I never really even thought about it like that. Like, the ribbons that you do wrap around could represent the serpent, and then the bulbs on the tree are like the fruit, and then you getting the gift of knowledge that you get from Satan coming down the chimney. Yo, that's crazy. That is, they had made Krampus, who wears red, into this white man that wears red. And that's why people, like, you know, older people in the South would say that red devil, you know, when they talk about, when they talk about, you know what I'm saying? So, like, that's interesting. And it's the fact that they come in stealing children. I kind of saw it as like, is that like how they kidnap children during slavery and stuff? Like, I thought about this a whole different way as well. Like, the white man coming and taking people's kids, you know, or like just the aspect of like they real life have you deifying Santa. You're almost praying to Santa to not come and get you, to basically, like, that is insane. So, like, but that's true. Like, how many kids really do deify Santa, y'all? When you are literally writing down a list. How many people, you're writing down a list, your parents are so-called sending it to the North Pole, and it's like you are dwelling on this list. And then not only that, how many of y'all as kids used to pray to Santa? You know what I'm saying? Like, you used to literally pray and be like, Santa, like at nighttime, Santa, can you please give me A, B, C, and D, A, B, C, and D? Oh my God. In reality, Santa is the red devil coming to steal you up. Like, you were like praying to Santa to give you gifts. And it's really your parents the whole time. And it's like, yo, imagine your parents are like a physical manifestation. Like, it's almost like for the parents to give the gifts, like, y'all hear me out, is the parents, when they give the gifts to the children, are they taking on the energy of that demon Satan, Krampus, or Santa that's coming to put the gifts? Like, because they're doing the same thing, so they're becoming like the physical manifestation of this demon. So are they taking on this demonic energy? Because it's really the parents who was pushing this anyway. If it wasn't for the parents allowing you to do Christmas, you wouldn't do Christmas in the house now, would you? Growing up. But it's like, literally the parents have to take on that demonic energy and take on the form of Krampus or take on the form of Satan or Santa to be the giver of the gifts. But it's really the spirit that's behind them that's giving the gifts. Is that not crazy? And then the music that's constantly playing, the music that you hear all the time, it's like it reinforces, it gotta be like hypnosis. It has to be hypnosis because Christmas is probably the hardest holiday to get people to stop. But y'all, I hope you enjoyed this video. Comment what you think about all of this. Do you really think that this is anything to do with Saturnalia? Is it Saturnalia? I think, is it? No, it has to be Saturnalia, right? I was thinking of the other one with Halloween. It's like Salem or something. I'm saying it so wrong, but it's like, what you think? You think this is it sun worship? Is it a combination of reiterating deities into something that the pagans could follow and say that they're Christian now, but they're really following the pagan deity of Krampus and Satan? It's almost like everything, when you think about it, comes down to one thing, which is Satan. Everyone has all these different gods and belief systems, and it just comes down to Satan all the time. It's very, very weird. It's very weird. And it's like, what's the point? Like, why is it that, now I might be going off into like a whole new realm, but why, y'all gotta ask yourself, why does Satan want to be worshipped so bad? Like, we don't understand what the heck is going on outside this dome, this contained world that we live in. You have to ask yourself, why does Satan want to be worshipped so bad? And why does worshiping Satan give him so much power? In that same respect, you worship God, and that gives God power as well. And you sit there and you're wondering, why is it that you have God and Satan? Like, why is it like this yin and yang? What is really going on? Like, what is this, like a cosmic battle? And we're trying to power, like we're like a power source basically to power either God or Satan to win the cosmic battle. Like, what is going on? But this is just speculation, y'all. I don't know if there's scriptures to justify what I'm saying. But I hope y'all enjoyed this video. Like I said, we're gonna be back to posting every single week. This is gonna be my official reintroduction back to YouTube, y'all. After an extended break, we'll need a break to get it together, plan, organize, and I don't know, just handle the stuff that I had to do in real life, really. You know, I'm not just this. It's not like I have stuff I gotta do, right? So I hope y'all enjoyed this video. Have a great and wonderful, blessed day. Do not participate in Christmas, y'all. Do something different this year, all right? You don't have to spend money. And if you want to spend money, do it for Purim or something. Do it for Feast of Dedication or something, and give a gift. Don't participate in the Christmas energy, because like I'm saying, like, why is it that Satan needs to be worshipped? Like, are we trying to fuel Satan for something? Like, what's going on? All right, bye-bye.